and talk to y'all, because one thing about this channel, it gives me a chance to vent, but also just teach y'all things through my eyes. And I feel like when I walk, it just kind of just gives me like a sense of relief, bro. And like when I be going through depression or I'm angry, I'm sad, whatever I be going through, it just really gives me a chance to just like lay my thoughts out, you get what I'm saying, and really just find my peace of mind. So I ain't gonna hold y'all, folks. Let's get straight into it. How long you been doing this, bro?
Bro, I've been drawing since I was 10, but actually selling it, like taking initiative like this, I started last year in 2025. Just to, like, I be walking my hand out and shit, you know?
Crazy.
But shit, it's proven prosperous, so I'm just
When your
going
company
with it,
earns unlimited 2% cash back on all purchases from Capital, Smart Cash Plus cards from Capital
35.25 for I was hungry
we
and
used your
gave me something to
2%
eat. I
cash
was
back
thirsty
to
and
help
gave me
build our
something to
retail
drink.
presence.
I was a stranger who
Savage,
invited me in, you
Steven.
feel me?
And we get big
And
purchasing
McCray, they
power,
don't fuck with me
so
on the
our
foolish
business
shit,
can
so this is my
spend
way of
more
reciprocating,
and
giving
earn
back,
more.
you know?
The Smart
Showing
Cash
love.
Plus card from Capital One.
Yeah.
What's in
Used
your
your
2% cash back?
Crazy.
Shit, it's proven prosperous, so I'm just
When your
going
company
with it,
earns unlimited 2% cash back on all purchases from Capital, Smart Cash Plus cards from Capital
35.25 for I was hungry
we
and
used your
gave me something to
2%
eat. I
cash
was
back
thirsty
to
and
help
gave me
build our
something to
retail
drink.
presence.
I was a stranger who
Savage,
invited me in, you
Steven.
feel me?
And we get big
And
purchasing
McCray, they don't
power,
fuck with me
so
on the
our
foolish
business
shit, so
can
this is my
spend
way of
more
reciprocating,
and
giving
earn
back,
more.
you know?
The Smart
Showing
Cash
love.
Plus card from Capital One.
Yeah.
What's in your
It's hard as hell.
Terms
It's a
and
blessing,
conditions.
bro.
I didn't even realize that was what you was doing. So when you doing the building across the street.
Bro.
Are you struggling
I'm
with
gonna be right back,
symptoms
so I'm
of
finna grab
chronic
you something.
hives?
Alright, so a lot of y'all probably don't know this, but in my free time, sometimes I be walking and stuff like that. And I live in downtown, so it's kind of like typical to see people that, like, you know, are kind of like, I don't even want to say less fortunate, but don't necessarily have the same resources as us. And I was passing by and I seen bro painting something. I was like, damn, bro, he had like his cover for him to lay outside. He had all his clothes inside of a cart, so I could tell, like, I don't know factually if he's homeless, but you know, it kind of looked like he might be homeless, bro. And then after having a conversation with him and shit like that, I was looking at his painting, and I didn't realize like he was painting the building across the street. It's this building called McCray's Tavern. It's basically like, it's like a little food spot. And I was asking him like, what made you paint McCray's Tavern? And he basically was like, my reason for painting McCray's Tavern is because they give me food for free every day. So he was like, that's the least I could do to give back. I usually do this shit off camera, but as y'all folks know, this Casper Archive channel is a channel I use to like motivate and inspire people. He basically was like, bro, drawing is like his way of expressing himself and shit like that. And he was like, people give him stuff all the time and he doesn't have any money to give people in return. So what he does is he gives them his art. So he said, like I said, since McCray's Tavern feeds him for free, he painted a poster for McCray's Tavern to give it to him to use in their business. And I thought that shit was crazy to me because, like I said, bro, like, you really never know what people going through. And it's just crazy, like, how calm that nigga's energy was. Like, his energy was just like so calm, bro. And it's like I said, bro, like, man, I was finna walk and go run my little mile and shit like that, and it was just like something made me stop to talk to bro. Like, I just was kind of like drawn towards bro. And yeah, bro, I'm finna grab him these fruits, I'm finna get him something to drink, I'm finna go out there and go give it to him, and then we gonna walk and shit, we gonna do our usual and have a little conversation. But yeah, if you're wondering why I'm in the grocery store and why I was just recording bro painting, that's the story behind this shit. But yeah, all right, so we just got his fruit. Crazy thing is, my reason for getting him food was because he asked me for money, but I didn't have no money because I left my card at the crib and I didn't have my wallet. Usually I got cash in my wallet, but Whole Foods let you do cash back, so I went and got bro some cash. Finna put it inside the bag with his fruit. He ain't even gonna know it's in there, and yeah, I'm just gonna give it to him, bro.
That's love. That's real brother man activity, you know? Real love.
Here you go, my guy. I put some in the bottom of it for you too.
You got your IG, bro?
Yeah, I got you. Nice to meet you, Trent. They call me Casper, like the ghost. So, yeah, bro. Back to the conversation. In life, I learned that even when you're going through all the stuff that you're going through, because mind you, today, I was OD depressed, bro. I don't know why sometimes I just catch these waves of depression. Mind you, I still be going through like some form of like, I still be mourning, you know what I'm saying? So be going through like some form of just like mourning over the loss of my pops and shit. Sometimes that shit catching me. And then sometimes just like life, bro, like not necessarily being where you want to be in life. And you know what I'm saying? Just knowing that you want more for yourself and just trying to remind yourself that your time's gonna come. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes that gets a little bit irritating. Like, there just be so many different things that you be going through that, like I said, bro, like, sometimes life gets to you, but I also be having to remind myself that even when I'm going through these things, it's still important to be kind to other people, because you never know what somebody else is going through. So, yeah, bro, like, I was supposed to just go on my little walk, and when I seen, bro, it's just like, shit, God bless me to be able to bless other people. That's something that I realized a long time ago, and I'm a firm believer in whatever that you give out comes back tenfold. So,
Right,
you feel me? Like, it was cool to just be able to, you know, spread what y'all have blessed me with, because at the end of the day, y'all have blessed me with some of the stuff that I have too, because y'all put me in a position to be able to have stuff to bless other people. So, like I said, bro, just always be kind to people. You never know what people are going through. And remember, if God blesses you, it's not just for you to be selfish, it's for you to be able to give it to other people who come from the same situation that you used to come from.
Real spill.
So, yeah. Now, today's video, y'all, it's gonna be about learning to control your life. What I mean by that is, I be having these situations where sometimes I be going through my little depressions, but I be having to remind myself, you can't just sit in it. You get what I'm saying? A lot of y'all, when y'all go through y'all life situations, or y'all be going through, you know, difficulty, y'all sit down, and instead of, you know what I'm saying, getting up and getting to work and being productive and finding a way to, you get what I'm saying, stop thinking about the shit that you're going through. I feel like sometimes you just dwell in it, and you sit in it for so long that it just starts eating you up alive. And I realize a lot of people go through things in life, and instead of keep going, they let it affect them so much to the point to where they never get back up. You get what I'm saying? And I experienced that shit myself a year ago when I was going through this major depression, bro, because everything was just falling apart in my life. I had took a whole year from content creation. I had took a break from posting on TikTok. I just took a break from doing things that make me happy, and I didn't realize that while I was calling myself being depressed, and I was sitting there laying down, and I'm like, you know, my sadness and shit like that, it just eventually becomes a situation where it's like a snowball effect. Things just keep bubbling up and just keep on getting worse and getting worse, and it's like until you get up, things aren't gonna get better. And a lot of people don't realize that, bro. A lot of people don't realize, bro, the best way to deal with your depression is to get up off your ass and go make something happen. So, man,
where they say, get up, get out, and get something. How you gonna know if you ain't even try? A photo, yeah.
Today, I was going through that shit. I was feeling hella sad, and I just reminded myself, bro, the best way for me to get over it is to go outside, go walk around, shit, even talk to y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Venting to y'all gives me a way to have an outlet for the things that I be going through. And just seeing somebody that's going through something and his situation is way worse than mine, and he's still holding his head high and having a smile on his face, I be having to remind myself that life's not that bad, bro. It's really not that bad. And I say all that to say, again, this video is about learning to control yourself and control your life. A lot of times in life, you can't control what happens to you. It's the craziest thing about life, bro. Right now, say your house burned down. You can't control that. You know what I'm saying? But what you can control is how you react to it. And how you react to it is everything, because your reaction is what determines how things end up playing out. So when things go bad, if you react negatively, you do nothing but put yourself backwards. Because in all honesty, the best way to get over something is to walk through it with a positive mindset so you can figure out how to overcome your obstacle.
That's the
I feel like a lot of
though.
times we put ourselves in awkward positions by not realizing you're in control of what you got going on in your life. A lot of us feel like life just happens to us. I mean, yeah, it does just happen to you sometimes, gang. You can't control getting fucking, you know what I'm saying, the death of a family member, whatever the case may be, but remembering that you are in control of yourself is the most important thing. And it's this saying, and I'm a firm believer in this. I really stand like true to this. Somebody once said, biggest business you ever gonna run in your whole entire, you know what I'm saying, life is your life, gang. The biggest business that you ever gonna own is your life. And once I realized that, at first I really didn't know what it meant, but then I started realizing, like, you can either A, be in control of your life and be this multi-millionaire and chase your dreams, or B, You can be in control of your life, and you could tear your life down. Or C, you could never build your life up because you're so scared and so insecure that you don't believe in yourself. You have to understand that you are in control of this thing that you call your world. You get what I'm saying? Every individual person, bro, dude passing by on this bike, you get what I'm saying? The dude in front of me driving this car, the people that's eating inside of these restaurants I'm walking up on, everyone is in control of their life right now. And some people don't realize that they can change their lives. You get what I'm saying? All they have to do is understand that they're holding the wheel. Life is in your hands. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people got to wake up and realize if you want something to change, you got to put in the initiative. If you want something to be different, you got to make the change. You know what I'm saying? And for a long time, like I said, bro, when I was in my depression, I think I forgot like that my life is my life. You know what I'm saying? This is my movie. This is my book. I can write it how I want to write it. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that if you don't like the page that you want in your book, keep turning pages. If you don't like the way your story being written, rewrite it. You get what I'm saying? And the craziest thing about life is, bro, I believe in the saying Sonder, bro. Sonder means that every individual person has a life just as complex as yours, whether you choose to believe it or not. And I started really believing in that more when I started just like going outside, bro, and walking around and just like really just like seeing people. You get what I'm saying? I came to this understanding like, man, I'd be looking at people and I'd be like, bro, Sonder, this is an example of Sonder. You're on the highway and this person, he's flying past you going 100 miles per hour. You get angry about the situation because you're like, why is he rushing? But you don't know that he might be rushing because his mom is taking her last breath, bro. You don't know if he's rushing because he got his baby in the car and, you know what I'm saying, his baby is ill. You know what I'm saying? His wife is at home finna give birth and he's trying to make it to go see his first kid be born. Like, you never know what people are going through. And I think once I came to that deep realization that Sonder is a crazy thing and that every person is living their own life and every person is in control of their own life, I feel like a lot of people don't realize if you're looking at someone else and you see them doing good, it's because they've realized that they're in control. So I made this video today just to remind y'all folks that whatever you're going through in life, you are the person that's writing this book, bro. Make it a good story, bro. Make it something worth living. Make it something worthwhile. And no matter what you go through in life, remember that you are in control of how you react to it. You are in control of how you deal with your issues. I could have laid in the bed and just been sitting in my sorrows, you get what I'm saying? But I came outside, I decided to walk. And it's so crazy to say, the more and more I've been walking since I've been outside talking to this camera, the better I feel, bro.
Man.
It's so crazy to say, before I left out my room, when I was sitting in my room, I felt like I wanted to just sleep the rest of the day away. And then fucking 2-3 minutes into my walk, when I got to talking to bro that was doing his art, bro, it completely made me change my energy because I looked at a person that has way less than me. He's way happier than me, bro. And that just goes to show a lot of times we be ungrateful. I think a lot of people don't realize how much they have, bro. And until you're grateful for what you have, you'll never have more. The greatest lesson I learned since becoming a content creator is that I've accumulated a lot. And sometimes I be feeling like at my age, I'm supposed to have a lot more because I be seeing other people doing so much. But that's the crazy thing about life, bro. Like, comparison is the thief of joy. Never look at what the person next to you has. Always focus on yourself. And after I learned to start focusing on myself more, I start realizing, bro, like, when I look at my story and the shit that I've been through, bro, I'm in a crazy position, bro. So I can't worry about nobody else. Like, to think that, man, 3-4 years ago, bro, I had just, like, got out of jail. I ain't have nothing, bro. I had moved into my first apartment. I was living on my own, no car, bro. And to think that 6 months staying in that apartment, I had a car in that, moved into my first penthouse. To think that 6 months after that, after going piss poor broke in that penthouse, I ended up running my money up again and buying the ZL1 and making content. And then the ZL1 crashed and I felt like I had lost everything. And I just kept my head high and I just kept staying positive and I ran it up again, bro. And then next thing you know, bro, I blew up on TikTok and I bought the Blackwing and I bought the Corvette and all of these different things. But it's so crazy to say the only reason my life kept leveling up is because when shit hit the fan and shit got hard, I didn't give up because I started realizing I'm in control. And I need y'all folks that's watching.
I get what he's saying, but like, he got a good message. But the only points I disagree with is like, why run up all that bread to get them cars and I go get a house? Like, why not go get a house? Like, you can pay off a house or something for that. I'm not a car guy, so I could be wrong, but that shit sound like that shit. And I've seen them bitches. Them bitches look swell, so them bitches cost some money. So why not go just buy you a house? I'd rather fuck around, just pay a little mortgage, have my own little shit. I don't even know how that work. I think shit, if you own the land, you don't gotta pay the mortgage. You don't gotta pay the, you feel me? So I'm owning my shit. Whatever I gotta pay coming straight to the state. You feel me? I'd rather fuck with the big dogs, not the little pups, you know? I'm just saying.
Watching this video to realize that you're in control of your life. You're in control of your destiny. You're in control of your story. And it's a lot of people that feel like they're not in control. And you got to wake up and understand that, again, yes, God is helping you. God is there for you. But you're writing this book, bro. You writing this book. God's giving you a sense of direction, and he's giving you choices every day. And depending on what choice you make, that determines where you go in life. And like I said, bro, you can either be really successful or you could get really far behind in life. But that's your personal choice, bro. And you got to realize that. So I like to keep these videos short. I told y'all I don't like to ramble and turn them into long blabber sessions. But I want anybody that's watching this video to remember, if I ever told you anything, I'm going to tell you this shit again, bro. The biggest company you're ever going to run is your life. The most valuable thing that you're ever going to own in this world is your life. You feel me? You don't control nobody else. You don't control nobody else's destiny, bro. You're only in control of you. And it's some people that feel like other people are in control of their destiny and don't understand, bro. They're not. So just wake up. All I'm gonna say is, I love y'all folks. I make these videos to go back and go look at them, so, you know, I could have like documentation for everything that I've been through. But I also make these videos to teach people the things that I learned along the way and show people, you know what I'm saying, how to learn things through my life. You know what I'm saying? If I make mistakes, I do it so y'all don't have to do it too. And I say all that just to say, anybody that's watching this, bro, again, I love y'all folks. You meant to be somebody great. You just got to understand your purpose. You got to understand that you are in control. So I'm doing my blabber session.
Man, spreading that positivity and that love to y'all, man, before we get up out of here for the night. Love y'all. See y'all in a couple seconds, not a couple minutes. Me and my little 13, we gonna get 14, we gonna get 15. Then before we know it, my nigga, we gonna be at a milli plus. We gonna be at a milli plus. Million man. Haha.